are we?
SWS!
Who's in the streets?
SWS!
Who's gonna fight?
SWS!
And who's gonna win?
SWS!
Who are we?
SWS!
Who's in the streets?
SWS!
And who's gonna fight?
SWS!
And who's gonna win?
SWS!
Yeah! 15.
We tried to contact Provost Coatsworth a few weeks ago and he hasn't responded to us.
Student Worker Solidarity, and we emailed the Provost a few weeks ago about our campaign to raise student wages.
Right.
And we haven't heard back, so we're here to make sure our voices are heard.
So we're fighting for our campaign to make sure that all student worker wages are brought up to $15 an hour, and it's a pressing issue for us, and he hasn't responded. So we'd like to read our petition to him so it's loud and clear that he hears what we're saying.
So we're reading our petition that got over 500 signatures.
Great.
Okay. For the past 4 years,
Student Worker Solidarity has fought with campus workers to win important contract benefits,
stronger on-site safety standards,
and a greater sense of power in their workplaces.
we have organized to counter the administration's attempts to divide students and workers, a division that can only hold when we ignore the fact that many of us are workers too. Last spring, fast food workers in New York City led and won a historic campaign for a $15 minimum wage, and our graduate students continue their struggle to gain union recognition.
The time has come for us as undergraduate students to assert the power of our labor on this campus. Columbia University crows daily about the so-called diversity of its student body.
But behind the brochure statistics are numerous divisions that our administration has consistently failed to alleviate.
Many of us struggle to meet expenses as basic as food and health care.
Not to mention housing, textbook costs, and tuition. We receive wages as low as $9, and many of us are forced to work multiple part-time jobs just to get by.
We do not have time or money to access the same academic, extracurricular, and professional opportunities as other students.
It is unacceptable that any student should be forced to choose between academic success and survival.
While we certainly do not always have the same needs,
We do have a common opponent.
one who fails to listen to our grievances and to compensate us fairly for our labor. If the university's highly paid consultants
And six-figure bureaucrats cease their unending quest for expansion from Harlem to Mumbai, Columbia would continue to be all the better for it.
But if our collective labor suddenly halted, who would stack the books,
Staff the libraries,
serve the guests,
scan the pages.
and swipe the IDs? We help make this school run.
Let this petition be a call to the whole Barnard
Columbia community to stand up for our dignity.
as both students and workers.
We call on Columbia
And Barnard,
to increase all work study
casual employment
and campus job wages to $15 an hour.
$15 an hour.
They must improve the career development of work study and casually employed students. This means providing compensation for all unpaid volunteer positions at organizations like Sexual Violence Response,
Well Woman,
CUEMS,
and Community Impact.
and allowing them to count as work study jobs for those that qualify.
Expand and help more students navigate the Work Exemption Program, and finally,
Publicly commit to raising wages for all campus workers to at least $15 an hour during future union contract negotiations.
with their endowments totaling almost $10 billion,
Columbia and Barnard have no excuse but to help us build a community where all workers are granted voice
and dignity,
through union recognition.
and fair compensation.
The momentum is building
The momentum is building.
across the country for a living wage. Now is the time for us to rise up as well and demand our rights.
Here's a message that was sent to him,
Statement?
and then this is the petition.
Okay.
We have gathered over 500 signatures from students over the past few days who are struggling right now with low wages and exploitative labor practices.
And so we expect to hear back from the Provost's office by Monday, October 26th regarding next steps about this campaign.
This is a very urgent issue. Many students are struggling to afford basic needs such as housing and food. And if we do not receive a meaningful response by Monday, October 26th, we will have no choice but to escalate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who are we?
SWS!
Who's in the streets?
SWS!
And who's gonna fight?
SWS!
And who's gonna win?
SWS!
Yeah! 15.